Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? I appreciate you watching the video. If you're interested in EOS, if you found this by looking for information about EOS, I appreciate you watching. My name is Kent, and the channel is EOS San Diego, and I talk about the EOS blockchain every single night. The first thing I'd like to talk about tonight is this video, this rap video. Actually, it's actually audio, but it's on YouTube if you want to watch it. By Gang Gang, and it's actually a video about some of the stuff we've been talking about with EOS. And they shouted me out in the video, so I really appreciate it. I hope it gets a lot of views. And it's got a really good message behind it. You should all listen to it because it kind of talks about how we all feel very strongly about EOS and how we have a lot of hopes and dreams for EOS and how EOS should remain safe. And we should try to keep it safe as possible by making more people aware of what's going on as far as the hacking is concerned. It's not just hacking as far as the scams are concerned, where people are losing EOS because of phishing scams and other methods that we talk about on this channel and other people talk about on their channels too. So please watch the video. It's a really good video, and I appreciate them shouting me out. Thank you very much. And we also have started a fund to help people and also to create some information for people and a channel, a Telegram channel for people to get information that and I'll put the links before and that's a really good place if you've lost EOS or if you're trying to find some information about EOS and about some of the stuff going on. Please check out that channel. It's a very good channel for a lot of information to help people that are in that predicament, and there's I hear about it more and more every day. So please be careful. We're going to be coming up with some updates, and we're hopefully going to come up with some tools to help people out too on some of that stuff. So we're working on it to help people to protect themselves. So those links will be below. The other thing I want to talk about a little bit tonight is I want to talk about the Wyoming legislature because Wyoming is leading. They're in the forefront as far as cryptocurrencies are concerned, as far as passing laws that are going to favor cryptocurrency. So people that are in the crypto business are going to want to do business out of Wyoming. And if you don't know where Wyoming is, I'll show you a map. This is Wyoming. So you can see it's in the middle of nowhere. Let me come back here a little bit so you can see where it's at. There we go. Wyoming is out in the middle of nowhere. The reason I know that is because I grew up in Nebraska, which is also out in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, I grew up very close to Wyoming, just a few miles. I grew up somewhere about where my finger is right there. So yeah, we were always very close to Wyoming. So I'm very familiar with this area. But Wyoming, as a sparsely populated state, as a state that needs more economic activity, is taking the forefront as far as cryptocurrency is concerned and passing some amazing legislation, amazing laws that they're getting ready to pass here in Wyoming. It's going to help the whole cryptocurrency industry. And I want to make mention to them. I've made mention to them before, but I want to continue to make mention to them because they got some really cool stuff going on here in Wyoming. Let's read it here. It says, crypto milestone. Wyoming Senate passes bill to make Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Litecoin, EOS, and altcoins legal form of money. Very, very interesting. Now they're legal forms of money. Will be. They haven't passed yet, but let's read this. Lawmakers in the state of Wyoming reached a majority milestone on Thursday with a passage of the Digital Asset Bill, introduced as a bill to support the recognition of cryptocurrencies as personal property. The legislature defines crypto assets as digital consumer assets, digital securities, and virtual currency. Wow, right there. Virtual currency. It passed the Wyoming Senate by a vote of 28-1 with one excused senator. It now moves to the House. So the way Wyoming works, unlike Nebraska that has a unicameral, they have two governmental bodies here that have to pass. So it goes to the Senate, it passes, then it goes to the House, it passes, then it goes to the governor and they sign it into law, and then it becomes law. So that's probably where we're at right now. Unlike Nebraska, if you lived in Nebraska, you probably always heard this. Nebraska only has one body that passes the law. It's called a unicameral. I think it's the only one in the United States. So in a bid to give legacy bank relevance as innovators increasingly explore digital options and fintech solutions that shift payments away from fiat to cashless and mobile-based models. The bill also opens the door for banks to provide custody services for digital assets. Very interesting. As we say, custody services, meaning they will protect your EOS. So they can actually be in the line of custody. So where a lot of people now feel exposed because they're having their digital currency under their control, and that's how some people are losing their digital currency. Now we can actually have a bank that is the custodial of that digital asset. So that's pretty cool stuff. Also, I want to read this. An act relating to property classifying digital assets within existing laws specify that digital assets are property within the Uniform Commercial Code. That's very important. The UCC. Because the UCC is the 50 states of the United States. Wyoming is a single state, 50 states. The Uniform Commercial Code is a way for the states to trade among each other, to do business among each other, with each other, and have some uniformity to that. So the fact that Wyoming is passing this law is going to affect the UCC, the Uniform Commercial Code. And it's kind of like, and here I'll read this in this, her name is Caitlin Long, and she's with the Wyoming blockchain, are urging an inevitable regulatory environment be light touch when it comes to crypto. It's a model for the U.S. broader, also its own state sandbox. Okay, so basically what she's saying here is that Wyoming could act as a sandbox for the crypto industry to see how it's going to work and fair and how Wyoming handles it, and then it will spread out among the whole 50 states through the UCC, the Uniform Commercial Code. So, and I'm not sure, I can't remember, it's been a long time ago since I studied this stuff, but I think that if one state passes it, it may be adopted by the UCC, the Uniform Commercial Code. I'm not sure, I'll have to think about that, or check that out, look that up. Co-founder of the Wyoming Blockchain Coalition, Wall Street veteran Caitlin Long, has been tracking the major progress Wyoming is making as leaders in this space. So, oh yeah, here we go. We got some other stuff good. The stock certificate token bill just passed in the House, 57-1. So all 8 bills are through originating chamber and ready to cross or other chamber next week. So last month, Wyoming lawmakers introduced a new bill that will allow corporations to issue certificate tokens instead of traditional stock certificates. Wow, that's kind of cool. So instead of having a certificate, stock certificate, now they'll be able to issue tokens, which I don't know how that's going to all play out with the Security Exchange Commission, but this is all very innovative stuff. It's cutting edge as far as the crypto world's concerned, making it so you could have tokens issued instead of certificates. That's really cool. And then having banks be able to be the custody, be in the provide custody for these assets. So Wyoming's really way out in front here, and they're making some stuff happen. So we need to pay attention to what's going on here, because this is really, it's really starting to happen. It's really starting to come together. When, as I stated last night, Mike Novogratz talks about institutional investors coming aboard. Now you see state governments coming aboard. Soon you'll see federal governments coming aboard here in the United States. And of course, this will be a model, hopefully, for a lot of other countries to start adopting cryptocurrencies as regular, everyday, ordinary fiat currencies are. And this will sweep the world and become the next medium of exchange. And that's what's happening. And that's why I'm so excited about it. And this is why I see great things for the future. I see things really, really happening in this space. And you're seeing it right now in Wyoming. So great stuff. I want to continue to stay abreast of this. It sounds like Wyoming's really going forward at full steam with this. And this is also, I hear from people in that area, that this is going to move into Colorado and Denver. And of course, Denver is a major city, and Colorado and Wyoming could be major tech centers, or major centers for crypto, just like Silicon Valley is for tech. Denver, Colorado could be for crypto. So this could be a new frontier for people out there to go out to Wyoming and Colorado and have really favorable laws for whatever they're doing in the crypto industry. So this is going to, I think, affect markets. Obviously, if banks can start to get involved by holding crypto for people when they really don't want to hold it themselves. This could be a big way for people to start to get more safe, and also for people to feel more confident in investing in this. So anyway, very, very, very good stuff. So please check out I'll put a link below. Also put a link for Safeguard EOS. That's the name of the fund we started. It also is the name of the Telegram that we've done. So Safeguard EOS. So check that out, and we'll see. I'll see if I got anything else I want to talk about. I don't think I do. So I'll be talking with everybody tomorrow. Thanks for listening.